Good morning. Happy BD Day. Let's see. Mel Mel, the one and only Puss in Boots, Gone Girl, Gingerlock's mom, Pink Lady Luck, Pepper, Gingerlocks, I said that, Bailey Vex. Um, I don't know if one of my mods can drop the link for not the Patreon Discord, but the Truth Discord. Because I know Bailey's been asking, and that's kind of like the members Discord. If not, Bailey, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. Hey, Tawanda, Lisa 54, Remy. Um, I first want to start out by wishing my dad in heaven a happy birthday because he was born on Valentine's Day in 1937 in the middle of a flood that was so high it was reaching the tops of people's homes and stoplights. That's how high the flood was. It was up to the stoplights in 1937. Um, Good morning, Bay Beauty. Uh, to the point my grandparents almost named him Flood Valentine. So let's just be glad that they had second thoughts on that one. Yes, happy heavenly birthday to my dad. And you know what I miss most about my dad is his generosity and his humor. Um, and that's kind of what this live is about, is generosity and humor. Hey, Anna Rose. So, I've been sitting back, haven't been going in a lot of chats. Well, I went into Alicia's yesterday and Molly timed me out. It was so funny. Because I asked her not to use the word inbred, and she said, "Don't you ever talk to me again." Okay. But Alicia let me back in. Oh, it's also Wendy V's birthday. Big birthday to Wendy V. She's the big 5-0. So happy birthday to Wendy V. Um, if you're like me, Valentine's Day is just another day to remind you that you're not going to get chocolates and flowers. But it's okay. Life will go on without chocolates and flowers. Hey, dog mom, Summer Reed. Uh, so what I said about my dad's humor and generosity is kind of like what I was going to talk about a little bit on here and the goings on around this community. Hey, Miss Girl 56. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Uh, to the point where at some point you've got to have a little sense of humor about this community. Because if you don't, it's going to drive you insane. Hey, Doba. Uh, Good, Lisa 54. I'm glad. I'm glad you got spoiled. You deserve it. Morning, Hamdal. Uh, so we saw a lot of crappy stuff go on in Alicia's. Do I feel in my heart of hearts? I know who's doing it. Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to put that out there. I don't know for sure. I'm Mrs. Michelle, but like I said, you've got to keep some sort. Oh my God, Robin, I'm so sorry. Oh, Robin, I'm so sorry. I don't, that makes me like speechless. Oh, they bring so much joy to our lives, but we know when we get them, all we can do is love them until their last days. I'm so sorry, Robin. But like I said, you got to keep some, hey, pearls of wisdom, some humor to yourself. And Robin, like I said, I know I wish all I can do is pray that you find peace because I just don't know what I would do without my little one. And I'm going to have to experience it again someday. I know, but I know how hard it was with my big dog. So, um, the sense of humor, you got to keep a little bit of a sense of humor around here, or it is going to drive you freaking nuts. Just like Molly timing me out yesterday, I laughed. I didn't take it to heart. I laughed. And that would have been my dad's humor too. I mean, he would probably get timed out of every chat for his sense of humor, but and his generosity. Now, I know the big to do is Diane. And, people are so divided. Well, the truth of the matter is Diane said one thing and didn't follow through. And in the process, she hurt a lot of people, mostly her close friends. You're not going to get anything more out of Diane. So you can either support her or not. It's that simple. The kids of St. Jude depend on every dime that comes in there. But the money is going to continue to come in there. Diane's not going to stop that. Thank you, Mary Carey. And I don't believe, yes, Remy, but I don't believe that, you see all of these people running around saying, oh, Diane, she wants kids to die and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that. I don't think that for a minute. Will I ever trust Diane again? No. But I don't think Diane woke up and said, hey, I'm going to keep some money so that kids die. Alley cat. The fact of the matter is Diane kept secrets from people that cared about her, and she didn't come forward to defend those people. I understand, Mrs. Michelle. I understand. But I worked for St. Jude for 11 years. Trust me when I say whatever was given is greatly appreciated, and whatever wasn't given is going to be made up by someone else. Did she betray you guys? Yeah, she betrayed the whole community. But at this point, you're not going to get anything more from her. So doxing her and saying you're going to show up at her house, stop that. Stop that with everybody. Stop it with everybody. Because truth be told, that's true, Mrs. Michelle. Doxing somebody or getting somebody hurt is not going to it's not going to change what's currently going on. It's not going to change. So stop it. Just stop. Stop doxing people. You know, it's it's not going to change. Good night and happy birthday. Hashtag blame the truth. You got it. I'm not going to get up here and cry and, I can't handle that the community is divided because I can. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I make decisions on who I believe in and who I don't. And once bitten, twice shy. But doxing people and trying to get them hurt is not going to change the fact that money that was promised to St. Jude didn't go to St. Jude. Now, all I've heard is, oh, it's a hate train. It's a hate train. Was it a hate train 7 months ago when um, people were running around in chats saying that Tiffany Marie doesn't like sick kids. Tiffany Marie wants kids to die. Corey doesn't like sick kids. Corey wants sick kids to die. Was that a hate train? Because I feel that's just as stupid as what's being said about Diane. 7 months ago, Tiffany Marie wants sick kids to die. Tiffany Marie wants to take money away from kids with cancer so they don't get the care they need. Tiffany Marie, you are vile. Shame on you. That was 7 months ago that those kind of comments were being made. So if that person really believed that about Tiffany Marie, then how can you not believe it about Diane? So true colors really are shining through now. I know Tawanda, Tawanda and Kiki have set up a thing to donate what they can, and it'll go to directly to St. Jude, which is at this point the way to go. Hey, Alyssa, you know, I think everybody is entitled. Hey, you're not having a good morning, Sandy. Sorry. I'm sorry, that sounds like an episode of I Love Lucy. Everybody is entitled to their feelings about what has gone on in this community, whether you want to continue to support Diane or whether you don't. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just grateful that you support me. The people closest to her are entitled to their feelings. They're entitled to talk about them. They're entitled not to talk about them. But please don't say that this is a hate train against Diane when 7 months ago things like that were being said, that Tiffany and Corey wanted children to die. Because I don't believe that, and I don't believe Diane wants children to die. So, you can't have it both ways, girls. You know, you can't defend Diane and what Diane has done, but then run around and say what you said a few months ago. It just doesn't work. Yes, Lisa 54. Not everybody's on a hate train. A lot of people are just disappointed. Oh, Robin, I, I wish you peace, Robin. I really do. It, it's going to be hard, but I promise you'll get through it. And just know what a great life you gave your fur baby. So then I heard somebody say that that little bit of money is not going to affect St. Jude. No, every penny affects St. Jude, one way or the other. Every single penny. I worked for them for 11 years. I know what their fundraising is like. Um, I know what goes on there. I've been to that hospital many a times. But is it going to stop running because of what Diane did? No. Is a child going to die because of what Diane did? No. You know, St. Jude, they depend on so much. And so much of it comes from general public, just everyday Joes. They have estates that are willed to them. They have people that pass away that want all proceeds to go to St. Jude. That's what my mother did when she passed away. She wanted all proceeds to go to St. Jude. Um, so St. Jude is not going to burn to the ground because of a YouTube, divide or whatever. Right, Vivian. It's sad, but you got to move on. You got to move on because it won't be the last time. But for creators to get up on their panel and say, "Well, I'm staying out of it. I've got nothing to say on the topic," but yet you do 5 lives. Well, you kind of do have something to say about it. And for creators that are going back and forth against each other just because they hate each other, really, what is being lost in your hate for each other is the kids for St. Jude, is the kids of St. Jude. Yes, Gen B. So if you're just going to, use St. Jude as your fodder to go back and forth at each other, you're not you're not you're not doing anybody any favors. You're definitely not helping the kids of St. Jude. You're definitely not helping the kids of St. Jude by because you hate someone so much on the internet that using St. Jude as fodder just to go back and forth at each other. And this has been going on for a long time. And hey, if Tiffany and Corey and oh God, what's the woman's name? Jasmina weren't as persistent as they were, then every Tuesday, Friday night, this would have continued. Do I wish Diane would have come out and showed a little bit more humbleness? Yes, I do. Instead of spending time on blocking people in chat, I wish she would have come out and humbled herself a little more than she did. But I can't make her do that. Nobody's going to change Diane. But I also don't want it to ruin the spirit of giving. I mean, I depend on you guys. I've been honest about that until my disability goes through, which I'm still praying that I get a hearing here soon. I depend on you all. Thank you, Mary Carey, for the welcome to the moment of truth. And we will get that truth Discord link, not the Patreon one, but the truth Discord link for members. But nothing, okay, see, creative revival, Diane is canceled. And that's the way you're going to deal with it. That's the way a lot of people are going to deal with it. I really, really, really wanted to hear some humility. Oh, cool, Dova. But I really wanted to hear some humility in Diane, and I didn't hear it. All I heard was defensiveness. She was more concerned about what people have been saying about her. I'm sorry, but Diane, you could have handled it so much better. And the people that you hurt, your closest friends, morning, Pumperina, you you're the one that has to fix that. Some of it'll be fixed, some of it won't. But for these people running around saying that, uh, it's a hate train against Diane, no, because if it was a hate train against Diane now, then it was a hate train against Tiffany Marie and Corey 6, 7 months ago. And you can't have it both ways. At some point you had to know that Diane's channel was going to push somebody to the point that they were fed up and they were going to start digging into bullshit. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the internet. But what I don't think people should be digging into is her personal life, because her personal life has absolutely nothing to do with her YouTube life. Hey, Pink, just like my personal life has nothing to do with YouTube. Unless I share it, it has nothing to do with YouTube. Pink, Kawanda, everybody else is the same. Okay. I just got a text. Bailey, email me if you would, if you know my email. Hit me up. And Thumperina, I totally get what you're saying. I totally do. Thank you, Pink. But I don't think digging and threatening and doxing and I mean, does anybody really want real harm to come to Diane? I don't. I mean, when people disappoint you in real life, do you want to kill them? Do you want to have them hurt? That seems odd to say people looked her up because she has made a point of going after creators while remaining hidden and guarded. No one should threaten her or doxing. I totally agree. I totally agree. But just because somebody disappoints me in my real life doesn't mean that I want them physically hurt. All that means is I make a decision to walk away. You know, when me and Laura separated, I didn't want to see Laura hurt. I don't want to see anybody doxing her or showing up at her house or that goes for everybody on here. I don't want to see anybody hurt. People are doxing in Discord. You're right, Thumperina. Now, what went down with Alicia yesterday, I'm not so sure that was a dox. If it was, I believe it was an accident. I really do. Thank you, Wendy. So, again, when it comes to your generosity, I hope this fiasco doesn't doesn't change it because, I mean, this is a time in this country, in this world, that a lot of people are dependent on the generosity of others. The doxing does need to stop, Wendy. You're right. Because no matter what anybody does here on YouTube, it is not enough for me to want to see somebody physically harmed. Nothing. At this point, you just make a decision. You walk away or you ride it out. Doxing is a coward move, and it's meant to intimidate people. I personally will not be intimidated by it. Agree, testicle. Like I said, the comment I just read was from 7 months ago that Tiffany Marie wanted sick kids to die, that Tiffany Marie didn't care about sick, dying children with cancer. The same comments are now being made about Diane. And I don't believe that. I don't believe Tiffany Marie woke up one day and ever said, well, I don't care about kids dying of cancer. So thank you, Vivian. And I don't believe Diane ever woke up one day and said, well, I don't care about kids dying of cancer. And these creators that are using it to go back and forth at each other, that's all you're doing is you're using it for fodder. You can stand up for what you believe in without dragging another creator into the middle of it. Exactly, creative revival. If you want to stand up and drag people, then do it. This is the drama community. That's what people do. But you don't have to use the kids of St. Jude. And that could be true, Wendy. But I do know Tiffany, and I do know she has a heart, and just like I know Diane has a heart. Oh, I'm saying revival and it's renewal or whatever. Sorry. I'm just going to call you creative. But a lot of people attacked Tiffany Marie. A lot of people went after her. And like I said, those kids are very motivational, Scarlett. Those kids are very motivational. Like I said, 11 years I worked for ALSAC and I went to that hospital a lot. And it is one of the most wonderful places on earth. And again, um, I don't want to see generosity come to a total halt because there's people in this community that need help. There's just going to have to be more transparency. And if you have to swallow your pride and ask for help, then, and there's nothing wrong with that, then you might have to swallow your pride and it be known. Because I agree, Pink Lady Luck. They are showing who they really are. Good morning, Madagascar. Whiskey Gypsy. I'm sorry, but Whiskey Gypsy till the wheels fall off. She was trying to talk sense. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't, you know. I love the way Whiskey talks. Then to be an authentic help community, it seems hypocritical to drag someone 1 week and then help them when they need help. Make it make sense. That's true. Why would anybody hate Tiffany Marie? She went after the truth and got it. Well, I mean, she did. Regardless of any reasons behind it, she did. She went after the truth and she got it. But, Tiffany Marie's not the only one on here that had vengeance. I'm watching creators right now go at each other, and they're using this whole St. Jude thing as a way to go at each other. And why? Why can't you just call each other what you want to call each other? You don't have to throw St. Jude in there. There are no actions for people here on YouTube. There are no, consequences because worst case scenario is you lose a few subs, you dust yourself off, and you go on. Yeah, it is wrong, and there's nothing funny about this. I agree, Vivian. I agree that the subs depend on creators being honest and forthcoming. And when that turns out not to be the case, it hurts, it stings. But by the same token, all I can say is to please quit holding YouTube creators to some standard other than somebody to come in and chat with and have fun with and support whatever they're doing. Because I've learned real quick in life when I hold people to standards, I get disappointed. I can only be me. That's all I can do. But I also don't agree with people's lives being threatened. I don't care who you are. Diane did let him down. And, you know, the fact that Wendy's caught some grief, if Wendy wouldn't have come forward, it would still be going on. If Tiffany wouldn't have dug deep and Corey wouldn't have dug deep, it would still be going on. I have no doubt. Tuesday and Friday nights, with some being given to St. Jude and some not, would still be going on. But I have compassion for the people that cared about Diane too, you know. Well, Wendy, I disagree with that only because you didn't know you were misleading people. So I didn't understand your whole live stream about apologizing because you didn't know you were misleading people. You were doing what you were saying what you were told. Exactly, testicle. The kids of St. Jude are going to be okay. Hey, sunshine after the rain. So Diane gets off the hook and the sick children lose. No, Scarlett, not at all. I mean, but what do you want to do? I mean, you don't want her hurt, do you? I mean, Diane has to live within her head and her heart. Exactly. Diane loses. Yeah, I didn't, Wendy, only because I don't know why you would apologize for saying something that you didn't know was incorrect. Okay, Scarlett, I agree. It was a loss to the kids. Anytime that one penny doesn't go towards that hospital, it's a loss to the kids. But I'm just wondering, what are we going to do about it at this point? Because exactly, Samantha B. Hey, Bluebell. I mean, at this point, Diane has to live with the consequences. Nobody else. Diane has to live with the consequences, whatever they are. Scarlett, you're not going to get an argument out of me because I totally agree with you. Yeah, that was pretty awful to accuse whiskey of being drunk. But that's kind of how it goes around here, though. If somebody doesn't like what you're saying, then you're a drunk. Hello, Shauna. In my opinion, if you honestly feel Diane broke the law, then report it. But after that, we don't get to be judge, jury, and executioner. Exactly. I mean, you can unsub her, you can never trust her again, but I don't think exactly, British Chippy. Exactly. That's all that can be done. If people take it further legally, then okay, that's on them. I mean, good for them, whatever. But all the doxing and the threats that are being made towards people that either don't support her or that do support her, that shit's got to stop, man. Yes, Kim Smith, and I totally agree with you. And that's where I stand on this whole situation. I wish Diane would have come out with more humility, with more compassion, instead of being so much on the defense, because, well, she doesn't really have a defense. Uh, that's true too, creative. Well, Analyzer's still around. She just goes under a different name. You know, does it bother me? I'm sorry, Diane. It does. It bothers me that you messed with Blue Ridge. I'm sorry, it does. It bothers me. I would never have the balls to contact somebody with the child sick with cancer and ask them to take down a video because it showed you in a bad light. I would never have the balls to do that. We can only move on. People are going to support who they feel loyalty to, whether or not we agree with it. Yes. Scarlett, it's okay to be passionate about the conversation. I'm very passionate about it. Like I said, I watched and fundraised and scraped and scrambled to get money for 11 years for those kids. I mean, I sat on phones and begged people to donate. Trust me, I don't take rejection well. Right, Michelle. But I think people fail to understand that not everybody that was close or associated with Diane, hello, Irish Marie, knew all of this stuff. So, but yet people are still being threatened. I personally don't care. And I'm just going to use like Ash 274 for an example. I don't care that Ash still supports Diane. That makes no difference to me. Me and Ash 274 have never supported the same people, ever. So why would this bother me? And that's fine too, creative. That's fine too. But there's a lot of people that got hurt here. But for people to run around and say that, and this was being said 7 months ago to Tiffany Marie. So it's no more right back then than it is now. That Tiffany Marie wanted to take money away from sick kids, that Tiffany Marie wanted children. And I don't talk to Tiffany. We don't talk behind the scenes. This ain't about Tiffany. Yes, Ash should leave people alone that do not support Diane. Everybody should leave everybody alone based on who they do or do not support. May I ask, what would you do if an adult stole your child's birthday money? Serious question. Strange you would ask that, Scarlett, because that actually happened one time. And I didn't know until it was too late. A friend of mine went to Chance, my son, and asked to borrow some of his birthday money. And I had no idea this had gone on until days later when Chance told me. And I called that friend up and I demanded the money. And they weren't coming off with it. So I, what could I do? Well, I mean, I could have went over there and beat her ass, but or attempted to. I don't even know if I could. I could have went over there and beat her ass, but it's still not going to replace the money. It's still not going to, put my son's birthday money back in his pocket. Yes, the kids will now get 100% because everybody is using the direct link to St. Jude. So There should be no more question. Scarlett, I would have beat the hell out of him. That's true, Pink Lady Luck. I agree totally, Pink Lady Luck. I'm dumbfounded that some creators are censoring YouTubers based on if they support Diane or not. Aren't we in YouTube to support creators individually and not base subs on who they support or not? Uh, I agree. Ash, come on, man. For 7 months, you went on about Tiffany Marie not liking kids with cancer and hoping they died. For 7 months, you went through saying shit like that. And now that people are saying it about Diane, everybody's getting defensive. I don't know. Yeah, the block button is wonderful, Toga. Um, I have unsubbed so many channels. I have, and you see that I'm not up here hollering and screaming or preaching for one side or the other. I think what Diane did was deplorable, but only I can deal with that. That's what goes on between my two ears. Oh, I agree. People should not be accused of having a mental illness for trusting and donating. That is uncalled for. Kind people give, and I totally agree with you, Mary Carey. The whole mental illness thing is just that's everybody's first go-to around here, and it's sickening. And it's sickening. Or you're a drunk, or you know, Cheyenne, you're right. Cheyenne, you're right. And I feel strongly about the fact if you want to pursue, if somebody out there wants to pursue legal measures, then go for it. Go for it. If that's going to, you know, bring it together for you, then go for it. I believe in everybody's right to feel however they choose to feel. If you want to forgive her and move on, then do it. I don't care. If you want to see her prosecuted and you want to be a part of that, then do it. I agree, Mary Carey. Personal issues should not be used as a weapon. But it seems like everybody on here does it, regardless of what team, what side, whatever you're on. Ash is passionate and has always been. Okay, Vivian, and that is fine. But she is the one that put on a community post and went around in chats, and not only her, but others saying that Tiffany didn't like dying kids with cancer. Tiffany was taking money away from dying kids with cancer. So let's not forget that Corey didn't like kids with cancer. That let's not forget that happened too. No, I'm not on a team creative. Do you think personal dislikes and hate are more important than uncovering a difficult truth, even if the truth damages your version of things? Good question, Amanda Ray. No, Ash 274. Prove to me where Tiffany or anybody went and said that you wanted children to die. Honest question. Why do people believe she didn't give every penny, but don't believe she gave some of the money? It came from the same source. True. Always team testicle. And I'm always team truth. Sarah, I agree people want to see how much went to St. Jude, but I don't believe you're going to see that. I think Diane made it very clear when she came out the other night and spoke. And in my opinion, and I'm sorry if you don't like this, but in my opinion, Diane was much more concerned with her reputation than her behavior. Exactly, Shan. That's what I was saying. Exactly, Dova. And it just felt like Diane was more more concentrated, more focused on, I mean, she even said that she's been watching live streams and comments, and she knows who supports her and who doesn't. Well, Diane, I don't think anybody supports being lied to. It doesn't mean that they're not going to continue to support you, but I don't believe anybody supports being lied to. Right, Tawanda. And it's the internet. That's what, I've had to learn the hard way that I can't fight and argue with everybody I don't like. What's the matter, Lisa? Lisa, are you still on the birthday money? Here's the way that I look at some things sometimes. Okay. Let's say that I loaned Dova 20 bucks and Dova didn't give me back my 20 bucks when I asked for it. No, St. Jude will never stop accepting donations. But Dova didn't give me back my 20 bucks after I asked for it and asked for it and asked for it. No, Bailey, I'm definitely not saying that. And Tawanda, you do have a right to know. But okay, so Dova doesn't give me back the 20 that I gave her. And she doesn't give me any real reason why she's not going to give me back the 20 that I gave her. The most I can do is take it as a lesson to never trust Dova again. Call Dova's husband. Yes, Samantha B. I do believe if Diane showed uh, that at least the super chats that said for the kids went to St. Jude, I do believe that a lot more people would respect that. I agree, Shauna. I agree people deserve to see the receipts. Julie, I think we won't touch that one. No, Tara. No, you're not, sweetie. Don't worry. I won't be getting chocolate and flowers either. My brother will probably get candy from his ex-wife, and I'll eat some of that. But when are you going to let that go, Ash? Because you've showed no proof that Tiffany lied, and Tiffany showed no proof that you lied. When are you going to let that go? I mean, people get on their panels every day and say, someone lied on me, and there's no proof shown. And eventually they end up being friends again. Oh, I totally agree, Bailey Bex. Ash has never come off of Tiffany's neck, ever. Even when the topic is not Tiffany, Ash is in a chat, boots on neck. And I can say I probably did the same thing to Laura for a while. But then I decided to lift the boot and go on about my way. Not that I would ever put a boot on somebody's neck, but I do believe people are obsessed with Makeup Mobster and Tiffany Marie and Molly Golightly. So instead of having conversations about what this is really all about, let's just fight each other because we don't like each other. Why do you care how I feel about her? Well, because you've been saying forever about this lie, but you never proved she lied, just like she never proved you lied. And why are you getting so shitty with me, Ash? Well, I mean, what is your problem with me now? Because I call out your bullshit once in a while. You're out there in every stream calling somebody out all the time. Like I said, if you want to continue this to go legal, then do it. If you want to continue to support Diane, do it. But don't set up on your panel saying you're minding your own business and you're not going to get in the middle of it and you're only using it as fodder. If you really feel in your heart of hearts that what Diane did was wrong and you want to continue to pursue legal issues, legal matters, then do it. But don't just sit up on your panel and use this whole escapade as a reason to be friends with somebody or not be. Well, come on, Ash. We don't want to get into baseless accusations because, those go a long way. Those go a long way on a lot of different people. So, and no, I'm not talking about you necessarily. So please don't start screaming at me. Hello, Irish Marie. I don't think I said hi to her. Good point, Julie. Yeah, take it outside. Hey, Seraphin. I didn't see it. Yeah, go ahead, Ash. If that makes you feel better, make a baseless accusation about him. Because actually, you all kind of did. Not you particularly, but the panel that said he got ran out of Ohio for inappropriate uh, internet. Hey, Winky, your first Valentine's Day as a married woman. But let's face it, he kind of got drugged with no proof about being basically an internet predator. No, I just said it wasn't you, Ash. Thanks, Rolos. So just go, Ash, and make baseless accusations somewhere else. True, Julie. I just see a lot of people using this St. Jude thing for fodder. Sick kids are not fodder. If you don't like somebody, then don't like them for who they are. Vivian wants a hug. And if someone gets on a panel and speaks their mind, they have a right to do that. That's true, full on hypocrisy. There are 263 other people in here besides Ash. You're right. Ash does this to me every time. And she knows I'm going to answer her. So just Sonia. Ash, go have it out with Diane and Randy for lying. Can we ignore Ash now? Well, like I said, there's it's so hypocritical to call this a hate train or a witch hunt when the exact all only thing happened was the revolt the roles reversed from 7 months ago because on Diane's channel, Tiffany, Corey, uh, they were drugged from. I mean, a lot of people have been drugged on the channel. Remember, it's the drama community. But 6 or 7 months ago, the only thing that's happened is the roles have reversed. Yeah, I think there's going to have to be a lot of, I mean, block personally. If you just can't jive with somebody. I don't like to block people. I'm too nosy. I want to know what they say about me, but that's just the truth. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I'm just really nosy. So yeah, everybody's got to figure it out. Everybody's got to figure it out on their own. And like I said, there's people that want to see Diane held legally responsible, and I can't blame them. And there's people that want to stick by Diane's side, and I can't, blame them. The only person that I blame in this whole thing for causing this entire mess is Diane herself. And was I disappointed in Diane's delivery the other night? We do need to start calling Winky Mrs. Winky Whispers. Of course, I was disappointed. I don't know if Diane's appearance satisfied some people, but it definitely didn't satisfy me, which means now I have a decision to make. And my decision is cancel Diane. And that's where I stand on all this. But for these creators sitting up here saying, well, I'm not getting in the middle of it, but how much did you donate? How much did you donate? I don't know anybody on here that has publicly stated to donating to St. Jude other than Molly Golightly. Now, keep in mind, she called me an inbred. This is how fair hearted I am. But Molly did show a receipt the other day where she donated $1,000 to St. Jude. So even though she called me an inbred, I give the devil their dues. Yeah, Corey's been put through the ringer too. Corey has said some pretty nasty shit to people, but pretty nasty shit has been said to Corey too. So all I can say is, you know, if try to get to the point where I mean, I'm already there. I'm not going to lose sleep over Saint or YouTube anymore. Yeah, Tawanda, and you don't even have to do that because you don't have a channel promoting that every penny you raise will go to St. Jude. No, Diane will never be able to ask for proof ever again. Ever again. Anybody can go out there and say anything they want about Diane, and Diane can never ask for proof. But she's put herself in that position, no one else. I agree. Just wow 52. If any other creator had done what's being done, the live streams wouldn't, I mean, it wouldn't stop. So, guys, I really do appreciate you all coming in here. Thank you, Dragon's Law. I really do appreciate your support. If if you think going legal is what you need to do, then do it. If you think just walking away is what you need to do, then do it. Um, I don't know, Toodles. I don't know. I don't understand that either. I personally could never show my face around here again. That's just me. But to say that this creator did worse than that one when 7 months ago, um, the roles were just reversed. that Tiffany Marie hated kids, hated dying kids, hated sick kids. And now it's being said about Diane. I don't want to believe there's anybody on here that hates sick and dying kids. My heart won't go there. But don't down somebody for their opinion. If they want to see, you know, just if they want to see, legal matters handled, handle them. But don't get on here and trash everybody that doesn't have an opinion that you do. It is bullying, and it's obvious. Just look at who showed up with Ash 274. Who did? Well, I don't consider anybody pillars of the community because I've seen shady shit come from all directions. Yeah, how about praying for the kids? Stop doxing people. However you want to handle this. Right, Dova. However you want to handle this with Diane, stop doxing people. Stop threatening people. Because that's going to change nothing except get somebody hurt. And I don't believe anybody wants anybody on here hurt. And if you do want somebody physically harmed, then I don't really want you in my chat because there's no reason to want somebody physically harmed. And by doxing and setting people up to be swatted, that's what you're doing. And it's going on both sides. So please don't say that it's the anti Diane people doing it or it's the pro Diane people doing it. It sucks that I even have to say anti Diane or pro Diane. Diane, I will leave you with this message. I think you need to show some humility. I think you need to show some proof. And I think without that, you've hurt an entire community. You've hurt your friends. And you have to live with that. That's there's nothing more to be said. You have to live with that. And I wouldn't want that on my conscience. So with that, guys, I'm jumping off. Not that I have any big Valentine's Day plans, except I'm going to sweep the floor. And let's just try to be nice. Make your decision about how you feel about people, and then be done with it. You know, that's the only thing I can do. I cannot allow YouTube to affect my real life. Um, will I make a donation to St. Jude? Yes, I will. Um, just to try to lessen the blow in my heart. You're always late, your main girl, but it's okay. You can rewind. So if you really want to just shake this off, make a donation and keep on moving. If you want to pursue it legally, by all means, feel free. That's everybody's right. Can you come over for dinner? Well, Dova, the refrigerator still hasn't been delivered, so dinner's been kind of sketchy lately. It was supposed to be delivered, and then we got an ice storm, And now they're expecting like a foot of snow. So, but no, I'll do it on my own, Lissa, because that'll make me feel better. But I mean, anytime that I am able to be charitable, that is the charity of my choice. So, oh yeah, that'll work, Dova. That'll work. So, guys, like I said, whatever you want to see happen, pursue it. There's not, if you want to see legal matters, pursue it. If you want to support Diane, then support her. I personally am going to choose not to. Hey, Monkey Mar. And probably the biggest reason is not only that the kids missed out on money, but the fact that she could show no humility the other night. And I just don't want to support somebody that shows no humility when they make such a mistake. Or blame the truth. Yes, blame the truth. Um, it's just it's my personal opinion. You know, I think if you screw up, you got to say you screwed up and you got to mean it, and you don't try to make excuses for it, and you don't deny people the proof. You do what you got to do to satisfy the people that prove I lied, but no one has shown receipts for donations, right? I don't know who you are, blame the truth. Prove I lied, but no one has to show receipts for donations, right? No, they should be shown, but I don't know how you're going to get them out of her. But all right, guys, I'm jumping off. I'm going to sweep them off the floor. Yay me! Happy Valentine's Day. Happy birthday to Wendy V. Happy heavenly birthday to my daddy. Um, hey, if you can't be with the ones you love, then love the ones you're with. With that, um, donations have nothing to do with me. Okay, now, Ash, now you're making me continue this one. I'm trying to get off of here. Donations have everything to do with you, Ash. Donations have everything to do with everybody in this community. You should be as outraged about those donations as everybody else is, because unless you knew that Diane wasn't doing what she claimed to do, then why would you not be outraged? Oh, I agree. Blame the truth. I agree with that. So, again, I'm out of here for real this time. I will see you guys around the tubes. Please, if people are going to continue to fight, do me a favor. Don't use the kids of St. Jude as your fodder. Just fight. Don't use those kids as your fodder. They know nothing about this hellhole. So, with that, I will see you guys around the tubes. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for becoming a member daily. Try to email me if you can. And everybody try to have a good day. Yeah, there's no point in using them for thumbnails or anything else. You never used them before. Don't do it now. Just leave them out of your fodder. If you want to speak up on how you feel about the Diane situation and the St. Jude situation, then feel free. Everybody has a right to do that. But don't use those kids as fodder. Trust me, they got enough going on in their lives. So, guys, have a great day. I will see you around the tubes.